You can tell he was in there. He in the wrong spirit, man.
Who, the dude?
Yeah,
Pan-African?
I mean, of course you Pan African.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he think it's about here coming out here to slice and dice, man. You ain't come out here to do no damn slice and dice, man.
Yeah.
We're not no samurais. We're spiritual samurais.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we ain't come out here to be like, oh, you're the devil. You know, that's not what we came out here for to bring repentance to sinners.
That's it. Okay.
That lets you know where our people mind be at, bro. Mm-hmm. It's all about them and what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Is it going? Yeah, it's going. Yeah, hello.
All right. It says,
1 Corinthians 9:16, for though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of.
So, bro, your glory don't come from you teaching the gospel. Bro, you're supposed to do that.
It says, for necessity is laid upon me.
Yeah, necessity is laid upon you. Gotta do that.
Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel.
Yeah, woe unto you if you preach not the gospel, man. You know? So look, you could be preaching the gospel, you can still get knocked off. But if you don't preach the gospel, you damn sure gonna get knocked off. You know? So if you're preaching the gospel, you better make sure you be preaching the gospel according to how Yahweh Shemashah wants you to preach it. Which he wants you to preach it and live by it. You know? That's how he wants you to preach it, man. You know? He don't want you to preach it and be like, I got it. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to preach it and be like, oh, let me take heed to what I'm preaching for. This happens to me. You know?
yep. Is it, that was 16.
Oh,
Verse 17 it says, for if I do this thing, it says, for if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, the dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me.
Yeah, so look, because really we don't have no choice anyway. We don't have no choice anyway, you know? So you better make sure you're doing this right. You better not, you better not be doing it well because you're like, okay, I gotta do this, so I'm a filter it how I want to filter it since I gotta do it. No, your ass better be doing it how you gotta do it, okay? Or guess what? You're gonna die, you know? You can't be like, oh, I gotta do it. Well, so since I gotta do it, I'm gonna do it this way. No, since you gotta do it, you gotta do it this way. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Jay coming to the knowledge, and then they want to get in the booth. Make an album out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Good, huh?
Like, nah, that's not the work.
God, bro.
You know?
God.
I mean, doing music is music, you know, but that's not the work.
Right, God, huh? You be like, yeah, this is my talent. Bro, it didn't say nothing about no talents being music.
That's not the talent. That's not the talent.
God, huh?
That was given unto you.
God, bro.
To flip.
God, bro. Yep.
It says, verse 18, what is my reward then? Verily, that when I preach the gospel, I may make a gospel of Hamashiach without charge, that I abuse not my power in the gospel.
Oh, break that down, huh? Break that down.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? We get this knowledge, then, we feel like, all right, you know what I'm saying? We're able to do a lot of great things, which
Right.
is a beautiful thing.
Right.
But you won't be abusing that power. You know what I'm saying? Being like, you're going into slavery. You know what I'm saying? Well, we tend to do that sometimes.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's the truth. Like,
If they are an Edomite,
yeah, God, they
now
going
we
to
at a
sleep.
point we don't even know.
God.
See, you know what I'm saying? Like some people,
Yeah, you
might as well be an
yeah,
Edomite.
God.
It's basically, Donald Trump is an Edomite.
Oh, yes, that's fucking, that's Andrew Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking like, I'm thinking the Hebrew Israelites being like, that might be a Jake. I mean, nah.
Yeah, the one Jake last week said that Donald Trump is black.
Ah, shit. Yeah, I mean, he's black. He's white alike. Yeah. He ain't no Israelite though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to be abusing the power that was given to you. This ain't even our power, man. You know? This is just given to us. And it can be taken right out.
Bro.
You know? The spirit can hop right off us, just like Saul. The evil spirit hop on us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They start talking about, you know what I'm saying? The saints is leprechauns. some crazy shit.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Hey, it was actually a Jake when I was in Philly. with McQuarrie, he was actually saying something similar to that.
Oh shit.
Like I promise, bro, he was literally saying the Saints was like, I don't think it was leprechauns, but it was something like on those lines. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, bro.
Yeah, man. You abuse the power, hey man. Hey, it's a fearful thing, man.
Nah.
You know? Like it's be only here for one. You got one job, like they say. No, you have one job. You can't mess it up, man.
Yeah, you had one job.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't mess it up, man. This is one opportunity, you know? Like with Eminem, like you know what I'm
I
saying?
hope you don't mind if I cover your case yet again.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
King James. I got a problem with them because it's that
This is one of my brother's favorite topics.
Spoke to one of his brethren, and he told me about how King James was a black man. Cool. I looked that up. All over Google, King James was a black man. Just happened, you guys never say it. Really. That's what I'm saying, you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, still got that doubt. Is there independent source that I can verify that King James is a black man, other than a website from the
so-called white man.
Israel,
Oh, yeah.
Hebrew Israelite.
Right, okay, now.
You know what I'm saying?
You know something you might be able to? I know you had this time.
Yeah, I did a video on that, but I don't really know offhand, you know. I mean, you know what Scott mean? The word Scott, like Scotland, you know the word Scott?
Heard of it?
Scott, I believe means black. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken.
I know the word more does.
More, yeah, more means black.
And
Yeah.
I know that we were all through European history, we were all in it,
Yep.
but King James, my humble opinion, is not a man of God. And for us to depend on his version for anything, maybe he got 98% of it right, but, you know, give out the season for the future.
God gives things to Caesar, God things to God.
And that was just convenient for him at the time. He didn't have to be sleeping or the head of the European British at that time.
Right. Well, you know, a lot of our people, they was wicked as hell, too. You know what I'm saying? Even people in top positions like Constantine, you know, we believe that he was a so-called black man.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
well, really?
Yeah, he was definitely. You know what I'm saying? He was Israelite. Yeah, but our people was doing wicked stuff. No, I don't know about that.
He said himself. Yeah, I think it was that.
I mean, he probably was. I don't know, but you know, but our people was into high-level wickedness. You know what I'm saying? The Council of Nicaea. You know, those were Israelites. You
Well,
know?
on that level, us going back to the French, we got to take everything that he did and very slow.
Well, you know, the Lord said in his book, you know, it say he chose the base things of the world to confound the wise. You know, so in these scriptures, you know what I'm saying, like,
They're going to be practicing.
oh, hey, we come out here every week, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, but you know, it's like you gotta look in the book, like it's only certain. It say, blessed are your eyes, for your eyes see it. You know, so it's certain men who could look at the book and they could be like, yeah, that, you know, and then it came from this source right here. But ultimately, the Heavenly Father, he don't need but just a little bit to get his message across. Oh, you got go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, but my thing is, yeah, that's fine. You know, we can read the Romans, preachers, one of the things my mom said is to find anything. And that book is about anything as much about anything.
Yep.
But for me, it's about introducing. It's about thinking of people.
Right.
It's about going like more than just the word.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Put it like that, but, you know.
No, you supposed to match history up. You're right.
Looking beyond just what somebody wrote on the page. I think things that older Bible was used verse. And they were different.
Right.
And that's fine, you know. That was a little thing. And kind of why I'm out here too. So I figured let me stop it.
Good.
Thank you, Brian.
I had a question for you. So, all right, let's say you were King James, and you was a white man. Would you allow a book to be written that condemns your people, like white people? Like, 'cause the Bible talks against white people.
Yeah.
Why would a white man do that?
Because
That's what the book says. Yeah.
So that's what he was doing. He came out of what he was doing what he was supposed to do.
Well, even the so-called white man ruling over us, that's his service too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually he said only he who let him will let until you take him out of the way. You know what I'm saying? So he said only he who let him will let until you take him out of the way. So ultimately, you know, the Heavenly Father, he gave the so-called white man power to rule over us just for a certain moment, and he eventually gonna take him out of the way.
I'm gonna tell you all that. But I apologize for taking this time.
Nah, you brother, you good, brother.
Stay strong, man.
Hey, you as well, brother. You as well, brother. Yeah. Hey, they say we are viewing them by the prophets.
That rock is gonna come though.
Yeah, God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that real rock.
Yeah, real rock. Yeah,
God.
Yeah, ultimately, if you stay long enough, you could have went into it, but you know, you about to get up out of here. Yeah, ultimately, yeah. Yeah, you know, like asking that question, it's like, all right, you know what I mean? You got his answer. That's your answer. Okay, cool. Like, what kind of logic is that though? Why would a white person have a book? I mean, your whole thing against the Bible is like, all right, you can't trust the book because the white man wrote it. But the white man, the book, I mean, we know this thing is pure. But even, you know what I'm saying, taking that off the table, it condemns blonde hair, white skin. Why would a white person put in a book that condemns your people, man?
Yeah, it go real deep into it too. Like, he even bro, Obadiah 1:18. There should be none remaining of the house of Esau.
Right.
Like, that's wow, like, that's extra spice on it. You know what I'm saying?
God. It describes who the world calls Christ, Yahushua, as a so-called black man. Well, if you were the king and you were a white man, and if you know what I'm saying, even if, let's say King James was white, he don't got no power to change the pureness of this doctrine. If it was up to him, he would, you know what I'm saying, he would, what did I say? Contaminate, what's the word? Defile, contaminate, dilute. There's another word, but, you know, basically, you know what I'm saying?
All synonymous.
All synonymous, you know what I'm saying?
I know you was looking for that specific.
Right.
So what?
Kind of. Mine was tampered with. I
Okay,
guess tampered. Is that the word?
okay,
You know what I'm saying? He would tamper the scriptures, you know, and make, you know, the image of who was Christ to be written in the scriptures. If he wanted to really, if it was up to him, you know what I'm saying? If it was up to him, he would really condemn the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans in the book.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why they got the Book of Mormon.
Right.
That's what the Book of Mormon is for. Let me get a real quick reset. Just real quick. Because Esau did do that, you know, through this guy.
Right.
This is why this guy's exalted and above all, exalted and worship above all.
Yep.
That he said is God, man.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
So Esau did do that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. He could go as far as to doing it, messing tampering the
Right, time.
word.
So he had this, but that's how stupid he is, though. You want to talk about how stupid he is? This guy, he made an image that doesn't reflect in all the image that's written in the Bible. You know, now that's how stupid he is. You know what I'm saying? He's not stupid, so stupid that he'll make an image of somebody of the so-called black race just to down talk himself. No, he's so stupid that he would make an image that doesn't portray nothing what's in the scriptures and think he can get away with it. That's how stupid he is. He's even more stupid than anything. You know?
God. Yep. And the image, I mean, it only matters for truth's sake, man. Like we was bringing out earlier, it's not about the outward appearance, you know, like he was kind of carnal, say particular things, but ultimately, let's just say King James was white, you know, which we don't subscribe to that. But if that's the case, then he was a pro-black white man, you know, because the book is pro so-called black man.
God, so yeah, even if he was a so-called white man, which he was not,
Right.
you know, at the end of the day,
He hated himself. That's the
God,
case.
and
If
he
he
wrote this for us then. Thank you.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit, you wanna go there and shit.
Right.
You know?
Like so-called white people, Black Lives Matter. That was King James.
God,
That's how you want to say it?
God, bro. Just like when I quoted that scripture to him, y'all by Shema Shai chose the base things of the world to confound the wise.
God, that went over his head.
So, oh yeah, this brother,
That's that song that sounds good to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got the bop like, oh yeah. You see me, but do you hear me?
Yeah, man. That's why I quoted that other scripture too. Blessed are your eyes, for your eyes can see. Everybody's eyes weren't made to see this. You know?
Yep.
That's why, you know, and then he said other than Hebrew Israelites. Well, the Hebrew Israelites, those are the true researchers. Those are the true forecasters. That's who you should want to go to get your knowledge from.
Yeah.
You want to go somewhere else to get your knowledge from.
You know, earlier I might have been, the spirit would have been on me.
I definitely
was the
wasn't.
Lord's will. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I definitely was.
Really dip and dab into what he believes. Like, all right, so if you don't subscribe to the Bible, what you believe? Book of the Dead? You know what I'm saying? You believe African soul, other Africans in their slavery, huh? You know what I'm saying? You need to go back to Africa. You know? God, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, people are true, man. You know? And that your man ain't gonna receive it, man.
See, that might be a J. You see, he got the little sauce with it. You know what I'm saying? Might. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
You're like, that's like how you gotta, because you can't just be like, oh, that's Elon. You know what I'm saying, bro? He had a little bump in that walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you don't know.
God,
You know?
God, yeah. You said Elon, he did turn his head a little bit. yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. I mean, I'm just,
Yeah, I know.
I'm just throwing it out.
That's how you rehearse the righteous
Right,
acts.
God,
Not know who anybody is. You just want to have long suffering. Let the Most High, sift the wheat with the tares, man.
Nah, brother.
Sift the 2/3 with the 1/3.
Nah,
Which,
nah.
that's wheat and tares ain't about that, but, we just applying it.
Yep. I got this right here. This First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. And lay open the book of the law wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. So the heathen been doing that, man. They not smart enough to make a book of their own law. They just gotta look at your law and then try to copy it. Bro, they're so stupid that they don't even know how to make their own interpretation of something. They just gotta like in school you like you reading the book, you like, I need some illustrations. I need pictures. That's how stupid you are. You can't read and comprehend it. You gotta see a picture. That's how stupid Esau is, man.
Okay.
He need illustrations.
Yep. Nah, bro.
Yep.
Crazy, man. I was just thinking something. Come back.
God.
This is back in 1 Corinthians 9, verse 18. It says, "What is my reward then? Verily, that when I preach the gospel, I may make a gospel of Mashiach without charge, that I abuse not my power in the gospel."
I make the gospel of Yahweh Shah Mashiach without charge. I ain't even gonna say nothing on that. You know what I'm saying? We just leave that, What that sound like though? He said the gospel of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, not your gospel. The gospel of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, I'm gonna lay it without charge.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's not mine.
Kind of. Yeah, I was just thinking, it still came back. I was just thinking, like, how, if you really go into this book, man, this word, I mean, that alone, his argument was King James. That's irrelevant, really. That's an irrelevant conversation. If you really go into the book, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no debate on it.
Right, bro, have you tried to pray in the name of Yahweh Shah? That's what I be wanting to ask a lot of these people too. Like, bro, have you even tried to pray in that name? Bro, it's power in that name alone. You know what I'm saying? Which ultimately you ain't gonna be able to do it if Yahweh Shah ain't dealing with you. Hello.
Yeah. That was it on that?
What 19?
Yes, it says, verse 19, "For though I be free from all men, yet I have made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more."
That's what it's all about, man. Although we free from all men, we have to make ourselves servants to all men, Although we're free from all men, we have to make ourselves servants to all men, That I might gain the more, because that's where your gain is at, That's where your gain is at, man. Within bringing others to repentance, being there for brothers, charity. That's what it's all about. That's how you get your reward.
Yep.
Don't we want rewards? Hey, this is what we do. We want to get rewarded. How do you get rewarded? Oh, we got one fucking she might be a Terry. But that lets you know though, it could be, a Jake that, could be running like a heathen that could really be a Jake. Because that's heathenistic as hell right there.
Verse 20, it says, and unto the Jews I became as a Jew, that I might gain the Jews. To them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law. It says, to them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to the Most High, but under the law to Hamashiach, that I might gain them that are without law.
Ooh, dang! Oh my gosh, bro! That's ice cold right there, bro. I didn't even know it's gonna be that ice cold. That's like woo, like dang, bro. So to them that are without the law, I have become without the law, but not without the law to Yahweh, but under the law of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Why? So I can be accepted of Yahweh, Which what was Yahweh Shah Mashiach? What Yahweh Shah said do? He told you something simple and plain. This how you know Yahweh Shah. He wasn't on no deep breakdowns. This is what he said: feed the sheep and love thy neighbor. That's simple and plain, man. There ain't no deep elaborate breakdown, man.
Yep, the simplicity of Mashiach.
Nah, bro. Oh, you read that? It's a different poem too.
Verse 22, to the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak.
Oh, so to the weak, I became weak, so I might gain the weak.
I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some.
Ooh, that's cold. Yeah, let's get out of there. Yeah. It just got too hot in the kitchen.
Got too hot in the kitchen, man. Yep.
That's like, bro. What the scripture say? But many stumble and wrestle with Paul's rightness to their own destruction. You got people saying, "Oh, Paul might have been going off." You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on. That's the Matthew 20. You got something else? Yeah.
This is St. Matthew chapter 20, verse 1. It says, for the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into his vineyard. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the third hour, and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way. It says again, he went out about the 6th and 9th hour, and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle, and said unto them, why stand ye here all the day idle?
So look, this hirer, which was Yahweh Shah Mashiach, he didn't look at the those who came in the first hour as no different than those who came in the 11th hour, man. He didn't look at them no different. He was like, why y'all standing here idle? Like, get to work. He didn't look at y'all like, he didn't look at them like, okay, oh, y'all here at the last moment, man, y'all probably finna get knocked off. If you ain't been working yet, then your ass ain't never gonna work. He didn't come at them like that,
Right. Yep. And he look at the ones that was laboring since the first hour. Like, you know what? You started in the beginning. You can slack.
Always gonna go into it, God. No, you good. God, that's a great point.
It says, verse 7, they say unto him, because no man hath hired us. He said unto them,
which proves that men out here looking it's men out here at the last moment who looking for this work. They need it. Even at the very last moment, bro.
Yep. He said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that ye shall receive. So when even was come, the Lord of the vineyard said unto his steward, call the laborers, and give them their hire, beginning from the last unto the first.
Beginning from the last to the first, you know?
Yep.
So what you were saying about how, you know, Slack, keep reading it. So I know you said you made a point, but it's touching it.
It says, and when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny. But when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more, and they likewise received every man a penny. And when they had received it, they murmured against the good men of the house.
Right, so they was thinking like, oh, they thought that they were supposed to receive more or something, you know? But like you were saying, just because you came in the first hour, it didn't give you more leeway to slack off or like be on some kind of higher level or something. You know what I'm saying? You already agreed for what you was gonna receive, you know?
Yep. All right.
What's going on, brother?
All right. Okay.
Oh, okay, Cesario.
All right.
That's a Jake though.
That's a
Yeah,
Jake.
God.
Yeah,
You look like
that's it.
damn. That's a Jake.
Yeah.
You can see it in his smile.
Hey man, at least he know he an Israelite. You know, that's a plus. You know?
Yep.
You know?
Right. It says, verse 12, it says, they was murmuring, saying, these last have wrought but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us, which have borne the burden and heat of the day.
So you got brothers out here feeling like that, like, man, you ain't equal to me. That's wicked. That's wicked, bro. You saying somebody ain't wicked to man that's like yourself, man that is like yourself. So man is equal to you, you know, which we went into that divine nature, which makes you above other men, you know. But how do you have that? By having temperance, virtue, faith, humbleness of mind, you know, meekness, you know. That's what gives you that divine nature, not the work that you put in, you know. They don't give you the divine nature.
Seeing that sign.
Okay. Good.
That's a classic, man.
Yeah, God, that was a. Hey, the water y'all like she got shot for that sign. That's beautiful.
That's a classic.
God,
You see that sign, they catch him like,
my bad. Good.
devil balloons are Jesus. What is y'all doing? What?
Well, y'all some kind of devil worshippers?
Mind blown.
Good, man.
Oh, man.
It's a lot. It says, verse 12, these last have wrought but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us, which have borne the burden and heat of the day. But he answered one of them and said, friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst thou not agree with me for a penny? It's a lot.
Yep.
It says, take that thine is, and go thy way. I will give unto this last, even as unto thee.
Yep. And we went into that word appointed. One of the words that was synonymous with appointed was agreed.
Yeah.
You know? So everybody was appointed to do the same thing. At the end of the day, take what your ass was agreed to do. You know? Do what you already agreed to do. That's it. Don't do no more than what you agreed. You know? Don't expect no more than on what you've been appointed on. You know? Ain't no audibles out here. You know?
God. Yep.
It says, verse 14, take that thine is and go thy way. I will give unto this last, even unto thee. It says, is it not lawful for me to do what I will with my own?
Woo! Who is it not lawful to me to do with my own, bro?
Yeah.
So, bro, Yahushua can do whatever the hell he want to do. You know?
Yep. Period.
Con, bro, which means he can raise up somebody at the last second and give them the same reward that somebody been laboring 10, 15, 20, 30 years. And what you gonna say he wrong for that?
Yep.
How about I take away your reward, period?
Yep. Because just, you know, we made that point earlier, just meditate on it. Like someone who woke up at the last second, he could have been someone who labored their whole life in the last generation, you know, when they, you know what I'm saying?
Con,
That time passed.
Con.
You can't look at him now like, man, he just woke up.
Right.
Like, he don't deserve nothing.
God.
You know what I'm saying? That's just, brothers probably don't say that, but they be moving like that.
Yeah, con. Or be thinking it.
They be thinking it.
Yeah,
Yep.
or-
They be thinking it. Yep.
Because this scripture, this is parabolic for what's gonna happen. You know?
Right. Yep.
And you can see it all day right now.
Verse 16, it says, so the last shall be first, and the first last, for many be called, but few chosen.
Woo! Be careful. That's the moral of that story. Be careful. You know?
Yeah, like Lil Wayne had that song, Babyface. Don't ever get too comfortable.
Yeah, God, out. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Don't think, hey, you can't get comfortable in this thing, man. This is not our rest.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
God, bro. Yep.
Man,
It said, come to me, all ye that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, let's get that first quote.
Yeah, and then all the paintings up there that are meant to be.
Yeah, God, yeah, they've been, I've been doing this the whole camp, like,
First Corinthians, you said, 200? First Corinthians
13. Yeah, come on.
This is a book of 1 Corinthians 13 and 1. It says, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal.
So, hold on, read it one more time.
Con. It says, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels
Oh, and of angels,
and have not charity,
and have not charity.
I am become as a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal.
Yeah, you just sound good, you know? Like Jay said, it sounds good, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Con. It says, and though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries
Gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries, you know?
and all knowledge,
And all knowledge,
and though I have all faith,
and all faith,
all faith.
and all faith.
You talking about a grain of mustard seed? Nah, all faith. It says, so that I could remove mountains.
So I can literally remove mountains. He said if you have faith of a mustard seed, you can remove mountains. He said no, that I can move mountains. Like I got enough faith out here. Like bro, I go to a mountain right now. What's up? Move. You know.
Right, God. It says, and though I have all faith so I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing.
I am nothing. So if you ain't got charity, you're nothing. Which we're already nothing. So how much more of nothing you are without? You're in the negative, like you be saying.
Right.
You're in the negative.
Yeah,
You know?
double whammy. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Like, these nations are counted as nothing.
Right.
You know?
Woo!
So,
God.
I mean, you have not charity. You liken it to a heathen for real.
God, bro. God,
You know what I'm saying?
God.
You know?
Because Israel is considered as to a worm, you know, so that's already nothing. A worm ain't nothing, you know. But if you don't got charity, you're really nothing. You liken unto the heathen, like you were saying, you know.
Yep.
It says, charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up.
Yeah, telling you what charity is right now. It's not puffed up. It don't envy you. It don't vaunt itself up, man. You know.
It says, does not behave itself unseemly,
Do not behave itself unseemly.
seeketh not her own,
Seeketh not her own. That's true charity. Don't seek of its own will.
says, is not easily provoked,
It's not easily provoked, man. Forbearing one another. Forgiving, long suffering.
thinketh no evil.
Think of no evil, period. Which we know evil just means bad. Which if you're trying to lay a stumbling block in front of somebody or deem somebody not right, then that's evil, man. That's evil.
Rejoiceth not in iniquity,
Rejoiceth not in iniquity, man.
but rejoiceth in the truth.
But rejoiceth in the truth, man. You know? And what's the truth? Yahweh Shah Mashiach is the truth.
Beareth all things,
Bear of all things. Bear of all things, bro. You know? Even this Pan-African fool, man. You know? You think I don't want to just tell this, man, you're a sicko. You know? You worship Horus, the sun god. You know? That's who you worship. You worship the damn sun, you damn fool. You know? But what we forbear, you know? We try to tell them like, look, man, you know, why would the so-called white man make a book about his own self, man? You know? We can cuss him out, put a curse on his ass, man. Look, man, Go on about your business. Lord willing, per eventually, how about you now outside deal with your ass, man? Because if not, you're going to get destroyed.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Our little discourse, we didn't really go too much, but you know, we try to, hey, as the scriptures talk about, have that long suffering, you know, meekness, kindness, you know what I'm saying? Well, Will, even that little question I asked him, like, why would the so-called white man condemn his own self? Well, he could think on that a little bit.
Nah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? His response is like, all right, he retarded. I mean, he retarded, but, I mean, come on. Think about it logically, though.
Yeah,
Like, why would he do that?
Right,
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's just an example. Like, hey, man, you know, I mean, doing the work, that's showing love. But, you know what I'm saying? You got to be in a particular spirit, man. Unless, I mean, like, bring it out, man. The first verse. If you speak with the tongues of angels and have not charity, then it's all in vain, man. Yep. There's another scripture I thought about. Actually, let me read 3 again, so often.
It says, and though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profited me nothing.
Yeah, I don't think I got that.
Oh, God, yeah, I don't remember because that what they did hit hard.
I just thought about it.
Yeah,
I'm
God.
like, hold up.
Yeah, God. Hey, that's the spirit, though.
That's the spirit.
Yeah,
You know
God.
what I'm saying? Because you could die for this thing, man. You could make your body a living sacrifice. And most times, like, yeah, I ain't want that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I already ate. You know what I'm saying?
Good. Hey, that's the spirit too because that's the refining process. So you can actually go, because we're going through the fire. I will bring the third part through the fire, you know. So you can actually be going through the fire, being refined, but you know, ultimately, you know, you gave your body to be burned, but still you ain't had that charity. So you wasn't a part of that third part that got brought through the fire.
That's cold, man.
Nah.
You got refined. Ultimately, you were fool's gold. You was the real gold, man.
Fugazi.
Yeah. Back in verse 7, it says, beareth all things, you know, so about charity, man, the brotherly love, man. It says, believeth all things, hopeth all things.
Well, they said believe in all things, man. Like what, man? That anybody can make it, man. Anybody can make it. Even Kanye West, man.
Yeah.
That guy's fucking bugged the hell out, man. You know? But guess what? He can make it. He still got a chance, man. And them nukes ain't got seen off yet. You know? We still prophesizing right now. You know?
Yep.
Stephen A. Smith. Like I was telling you, bro, I can't stand that guy, man. You know? I can't stand that guy, man. You know? Like, bro, I'll wring his fucking neck. You know, but at the end of the day, he can make it, though.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. How shot came to Stephen A. Smith.
God, huh? God.
Did that video, you know what I'm saying?
God.
It says, endureth all things.
Endureth all things.
Charity never faileth.
Charity never fails, man. Charity, you always come on top of charity, man. You know?
But whether there be prophecies, they shall fail.
So, you know, you got brothers say it's all about prophecy. Which it is about prophecy, man. All right? We come out here to prophesy the downfall of America, man. All right? Why? So because the kingdom of heaven is coming, man.
That's right.
That's why America's gonna fall. It ain't even about America. It's about the kingdom of heaven. You know, we taking America out of here so the kingdom of heaven can be established, man. That's why America's gonna fall. That's why we prophesize against this place. So Yahushua Mashiach's kingdom can be established, man. You know? Yeah, it's prophecy that the so-called white man going into slavery, man. All right? Where's that supposed to be anyway? It's supposed to be in slavery.
Yep. So if you're looking at it right now, the so-called white man going into slavery, that's the prophecy. We know what's coming to pass. But if you look at it right now, I mean, that prophecy failed, huh?
God, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Really? God, bro. You got these fucking stupid-ass Edomites riding around with damn mopeds and bicycles, looking at us like we crazy, when your ass lepers. You know?
Yeah. God.
You want to talk about prophecy? Yeah, prophecy gonna happen. America gonna be destroyed by ICBM nuclear missiles.
That's right.
All right? The so-called white man is taking his monkey ass into slavery where it belongs. All right? And all these heathen, they're gonna be in subjection to the children of Israel. All right? But guess what? That's all part of the kingdom of heaven. You know? which we're trying to get our people to get to without going through death by pain, man.
God. Yep. Yep. How do we build the kingdom now? We're talking about prophecies. All right, so how do we build? How do we get there?
It's in Revelation 21, the tabernacle of Yahweh Shemel Shai with men. The kingdom of Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to start with the elect, man. All right? It ain't nobody else got to do with the kingdom of heaven, man. It's going to start from Yahweh Shai, the 12 apostles, and the elect, man. That's it, man. And the 1/3. That's how the kingdom of heaven is going to be established, man. All right?
Yep.
So that's what we focus on. We focus on the kingdom of heaven being established, man.
Yep. 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 The fact of the matter is, all right, there's 2/3 out here doing what we're doing. There's 2/3 of our people who are going into prophecies, man. You know? Like we're bringing up. There's 2/3 of our people who are doing the same thing we're doing, going into prophecies. You know what I'm saying? They condemning, all right, the nations, all right, let them know the judgment that's coming to Babylon, all right? They're condemning the 2/3, and they are the 2/3, you know? No, we're just speaking according to scriptures. I mean, if they don't have that charity, then all that is just in vain.
Bro, we could be 2/3.
Yep.
We could very well be 2/3, man. You know? We don't want to be 2/3.
Yep.
Okay?
Right.
We know what's coming to 2/3, man. Do you know what Yahweh Shemel Shai finna do to 2/3, man?
Right.
He said, I've appointed over them 4 kinds. And ain't none of them 4 kinds that he's appointed pretty, you know?
Nope. So hey, this is where charity comes in.
Nah.
Since charity never faileth, for whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away.
Yeah, God, bro. Why? Because it said they should teach no more every man his neighbor in the kingdom of heaven. You know?
Yeah.
That's the new covenant, man. Knowledge ain't gonna be nothing. Knowledge is gonna be within your heart, man. You're gonna get the heart of flesh, you know?
Yep.
You're gonna get the heart of flesh. So knowledge ain't gonna be nothing no more. That's why I say in Ecclesiastes 9 and 10, it says, for whatsoever thou do it with all thy might, because there is no knowledge nor device in the grave whither thou goest. You know?
Yep.
So it ain't about no knowledge gonna vanish away. What's not gonna vanish away? Charity. Why? Because the kingdom of heaven gonna be all about charity, man. You know? There ain't gonna be no evil eye amongst our brethren. Ain't gonna be no questions about this and that. All right? And ain't gonna be nothing but love. All right? Which we know it ain't nothing all about love right now, you know, but it's about love amongst the elect. That's what separates us from the world.
Right.
You know?
Right. The body of Mashiach.
God, bro. They don't have natural affection within this world, man.
God.
Those who exhibit qualities of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, they got natural affection amongst those who could be of that body. You know?
Yep.
You don't just treat them any type of way, man.
Right. Like a literal body. Your body, you know? Like, how does it function if your heart don't like your brain? You know what I'm saying? If your arm don't like your foot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't fuck with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? How's it gonna function?
God,
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They don't work like that, man. Charity is that bond of perfectness, man. Of that body, which is Yahweh Shai. So, I mean, that perfect body is only gonna function with that charity, man. So if you ain't got that charity, then you ain't in that body, period, man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I just got a quick.
Okay.
This in Sirach, just to back up what you just said. This Sirach, chapter 14, verse 5. It says, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods."
God, you know, like they say in the world, dysfunctional family. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got family members. You know, everyone. I mean, anyone who out here probably got a family member or probably knows. You know, oh yeah, my mom ain't talking to grandma right now. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like ultimately, in this body of Mashiach, ain't none of that. Once it's, I mean, in the glorified state, that spirit, that charity of perfectness, that bond of perfectness. All right, hey man, that's how this thing is gonna. That's how the saints gonna take the kingdom, man.
Yep.
You know, that's ultimately how this kingdom is gonna be translated from one people to the other, man. You know, through the body of Mashiach in its perfectness, man.
that made me think of Sirach 25. It says there be three things that Yahweh Shemel Shah is beautified in, man. But when they talk about the unity of a wife and her husband and the unity of brethren. So that's literally how the king, the saints are gonna possess the kingdom, you know. And that's literally proving what we just said. That's what the kingdom of heaven is gonna be based upon, charity, because that's what Yahweh Shemel Shah is beautified in, you know.
Right. If any brothers, watch Dragon Ball Z, they got like a big time villain. I'm forgetting the exact time, but when
Cell?
Well, Cell, yeah, but it was one time when Goku came to Vegeta to fuse with him. Vegeta, he don't like doing that shit.
Yeah, God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, God.
But in order to take down the villain, they was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead. I know in the movie Broly, I guess they probably
Okay,
didn't
God.
do it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? In order to really link up, man, the brothers got to link up together to be able to actually get this
Really
thing
take
done.
this shit down. Yeah, God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, God. Yep. Oh, let me read a little bit more on it. It got a little bit more meat on this. Verse 5, it says, Salaki, verse 6, there is none worse than he that envieth himself. And this is a recompense of his wickedness. So that's a payback for your own wickedness that you was doing, man. You know? Which really gonna be a horrible judgment to you, man. You know? That's why you like that. Because ultimately, Yahweh Shemel Shah set you up for the okie doke, man. He getting ready to kill you, man.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, that's the okie doke. Because ultimately, it was in 1 John 3, where it talks about he that hated his brother is a murderer. If you hate your brother, you know what I'm saying? Which ultimately, that's against the law. But if you hate your brother, you're a murderer. And hey, man, that's one of the commandments. You can't be a murderer. You know? He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like the brother's saying, that's that trick bag. You know what I'm saying? If you hate your brother, ultimately, you're counted as a murderer, and that's it for you.
Yep.
So, and your brother is any Israelite, man. So if you hate your brother, no matter who he is, you know what I'm saying? So there's that.
Right, you can't change who your brother is. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, man, this nigga not my brother no more. Y'all the same bloodline, asshole.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, this not my brother. That's still your brother. Yeah. Bro, it don't matter if you don't like him or not. Y'all still got the same blood. That's still your brother. You can't make him not your brother no more because you say he's not your brother.
Right. Is our father both Jacob? All right, so we brothers.
Exactly. Point blank period. It says, verse 7, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. And at the last he will declare his wickedness. You know? And then we read it in 1 Corinthians 9 about, woe to me if I do this thing not willingly, man. You know? And in the end, you're going to declare your wickedness. Why? Because you're going to be made a public example out here, man. You know?
Yep.
It says, verse 8, the envious man have a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men. It says, the envious man have a wicked eye. And he turneth away his face and despiseth men. You know? So you that's what a wicked man do. You know? Which an envious man do, which is said, charity don't envy you. God. Charity don't envy you.
Yep.
You know? Verse 9, a covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. Oh, shit. You worried about the wicked, you know? So you worried about the wicked so much on how they gonna be punished that your ass gonna become rotten in your bones, you know?
Yeah.
And then you're not satisfied with your portion, you know? Like a wicked man is not satisfied with his portion, which we read in Matthew 20, you know? He wasn't satisfied with the penny. I need more, you know? That's, like I told you, that's wickedness, you know?
Yep.
Verse 10, a wicked eye envieth his bread, and he is a niggard at his table. You know, with a niggard, that goes into being stingy, man. You know, you don't want to give nobody nothing, man. That's niggard shit, man. That's how you really are a nigger, you know? Verse 11, my son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself and give the Lord his due offering. You know? Let's read down a little bit more. Remember that death will not be long in coming, and that the covenant of the grave is not showed unto thee. So Bro, you don't know who gonna die and who not, you know? And remember, death, bro, you hasten for death to come. Don't worry, that's coming fast. Don't worry about that, you know?
Right. Yeah. It
It's-
surely comes.
Con,
Hey.
It will not tarry.
con.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, we good.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Y'all okay?
Okay.
No worries, no worries.
Okay.
Oh, it's a lot, my fault.
Yeah, you good. Yeah.
Verse 13. Do good unto thy friend before thou die, and according to thy ability, stretch out thy hand and give unto him. Hold on, let me break this down. It's cold. It says, do good unto thy friend before thou die, and according to thy ability, stretch out thy hand and give to him.
Come on, man. No, and that word friend, we know that's synonymous with the brother. You know? So you want to, you know what I'm saying? If you can help your brother, all right, in the Israelite, you know, I mean, you know, do it. You know, with measure, of course, according to the law,
Right.
you ain't gonna help him suffer sin. You ain't gonna help him buy a bag of weed or some shit.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
God,
But if you can help him in the sense of do something that's edifying to him,
Yeah.
then why not?
God.
You know, why you gotta throw curses on him? Damn. You know what I'm saying?
Why you gotta hold back?
Pray for him, man.
Or where you gotta hold back knowledge from?
Hold back knowledge, man. Yeah.
It said according to thy ability, do for him, man.
Yep.
So as freely as thou been given, freely as thou hast received, freely give. You know it? Oh, let me read this last one. Now. This is oh man, bro. I'm gonna start going into this. This verse 14. Defraud not thyself of the good day, and let not the part of a good desire overpass thee. So, bro, you don't supposed to let a good desire for someone overpass you, man. You don't supposed to do that, man. You know? And you don't supposed to defraud yourself of a good day, man. You know? Which the good day is gonna be ultimately when the kingdom of heaven is established, man. Which we went into how the kingdom of heaven is gonna be. It's gonna be complete charity. And the kingdom of heaven is within us. So those who have the kingdom of heaven within them, they're gonna be exhibiting that amongst those who could be a part of the kingdom of heaven, you know? Which we don't know who they are, you know? Because it says that you don't have no information on who the grave got coming to it. So you don't know that, you know? Yeah, that was ice cold. Scripture.
Back in 1 Corinthians 13 and verse 9, it says, for we know in part and we prophesy in part. But then that which is perfect is come. It says, then that which is part shall be done away.
So you think it's all about knowledge, bro? You don't even know everything. It's all about knowledge. Here it is. You don't even know it all. You want to be a know-it-all, but you don't know it all. That's crazy, man.
Right. God.
Verse 11, when I was a child, I spake as a child.
See, this wasn't talking when Apostle Paul was a literal child. But you can apply that to that. But you was a child when you was what? You was in that childish ass mind state, which was being a nigga in the world. You know, being a nigger. You know, just thinking about your own damn self. Because what was this whole charity chapter talking about? You know, the spirit.
God. It says, when I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things.
And how do you become a man? By cutting off, if your hand offends thee, cutting it off. You know what I'm saying? That's how you become a man, man. By starting to, man, look, man, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to just do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you a man, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, you know, me, I don't be wanting to have to wake up every morning and, you know, watch these kids, but look, man, I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? What, I'm going to just leave them? You know?
It says, verse 12,
Look, I don't want to go to work every day at a damn smoothie shop. You know what I'm saying? But I do it. You know?
it says, for now, we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know, even as also I am known.
Nah, bro. So then shall you know also as you are known. You know, then you'll see how Yahweh Shemel shall see it. Right now we don't see how Yahweh Shemel shall see it, man. We only see through a glass darkly, man. We can just guess and estimate.
Yep.
You know?
Play by ear.
God, nah.
Verse 13, this is a hit right here.
Nah.
It says, and now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three. But the greatest of these is charity.
That's cold, man.
Because we know how important faith is, man.
Nah.
We know it, I mean, Ephesians 6, you know, having that faith, man, above all faith. You know, this right here, above, when it comes to these three, faith, hope, and charity,
Hey, charity is just that guy.
you know what I'm saying?
So like, we was going into that earlier. All we got is hope. That's all we got.
Prisons of hope,
Right.
right?
So, bro, if all we got is hope and charity is more than that, you damn.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy. So that's,
Whew. Yeah, that's great, man. I spent the double.
Hey, so, yeah, with that, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who were well. Peace and salutations to all the sincere Achaim. Enduring in the faith, keep praying, keep studying, keep fasting. We almost out of here. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Abad-
DTA, Abad Babal.
Abad the ball, DTA.